Ever wonder what a common housefly or a scratch on your phone screen actually looks like up close? Most people just guess, but this little handheld microscope makes it surprisingly easy to find out. It is one of those gadgets that feels like a toy at first glance, but once you get it set up, you realize it is actually a pretty capable tool for anyone who likes tinkering with circuit boards, coins, or just exploring the weird textures of everyday objects. The first thing you notice is the size. It is compact, lightweight, and fits comfortably in the hand, which is a huge plus if you are trying to maneuver it over a tricky piece of jewelry or a tight spot on a motherboard. The metal stand it comes with is a nice touch, too. It feels sturdy enough to keep the image steady, which is honestly the biggest challenge with these kinds of devices. If you have ever tried to hold a magnifying glass perfectly still, you know exactly what that frustration feels like. Now, the wireless aspect is where this thing really tries to shine. Being able to beam a 4K feed directly to a phone or tablet is convenient, especially when you want to show someone else what you are looking at without crowding around a tiny screen. The connection is generally snappy, and the image quality is sharp enough that you can actually make out fine details without squinting. It is not going to replace a professional lab microscope, but for the price, the clarity is genuinely impressive. There are 8 LEDs built right into the head, and having that physical knob to tweak the brightness is a lifesaver. You can dial it back if the surface is too reflective, which happens more often than you might think. One quirk to keep in mind is that the digital zoom buttons on the side are strictly for mobile devices. If you are plugging this into a computer, those buttons just won't do anything, which feels like a bit of a missed opportunity. It is a minor annoyance, but it is worth noting if you were planning on using it exclusively with a laptop. Also, while the wireless freedom is great, you are still tethered to a charging cable eventually. It is not a deal breaker, but it is something to keep in mind during longer sessions. The software side of things is straightforward enough that you won't need a degree in engineering to get it running, which is a relief. It plays nice with just about everything, from iPhones to Windows machines, so you aren't locked into one ecosystem. If you are a student, a hobbyist, or just someone who is perpetually curious about the microworld, this is a solid, no-nonsense way to get a closer look at things without breaking the bank. It is not perfect, and it definitely has that plastic-y feel that reminds you it is a budget-friendly tool, but for the sheer fun and utility it provides, it is hard to argue with the results. It is a neat little piece of tech that does exactly what it promises, and sometimes, that is all you really need.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.